sometimes God needs them to believe the lie. That's why he haven't cleared nothing up yet. And I know you're somewhere trying to figure out, when is God going to vindicate you? When is God going to avenge you? When is the spirit of truth going to show up in the room to dispel all of the lies that were told about you? But listen to me, baby. Sometimes the lie is all a part of God's plan. And I know you're thinking what I would have thought, because God hates liars. So how is God going to use the very tool that he hates? But we have 1 Kings 22. Ahab needed to die, right? God needed somebody to kill Ahab. And he actually said, sitting on his throne, what am I going to do, or who am I going to use to make Ahab fall? Who am I going to get to persuade him to go to this war so that he can fall? A spirit came to God and said, I will do it. He said, how? The spirit said, I will become a lying spirit in the mouth of his prophets, who will persuade him to go to the war. Like, do you know how crazy that is? That lying spirit went into the mouth of 400 prophets. And those prophets lied to Ahab, told him he was going to win the war. And there was only one prophet named Prophet Micaiah that told him the truth. You're going to die. And Ahab chose to believe the mouth of the 400 prophets, even though he believed Micaiah. Y'all be acting stupid, but you really do believe in the prophets that y'all hate the most. This is why the Bible says God's ways are not our ways, and his thoughts are not our thoughts. And so we, in our very limited childlike thinking, are like, God, we want the truth to be exposed. But could it be the reason why he has not exposed the truth in your situation is because he needed the person that came up against you to fall? The only way for them to fall is if they believe the lie. Instead of being impatient and wanting God to move on your time, I want you to say, God, I'm going to mind your business, which means to glorify you and worship you, while you mind my business, which is to take care of these people who have erected themselves up against an enemy, not just up against me if I'm doing the will of God, but against you. So quiet your mind, live your life, you know what I'm saying? Have a good time out here and let God do his thing. Don't forget, you're not God. God is God, and he knows what he's doing. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Don't you let nobody on this earth make you forget that you are forever and ever and ever covered by God.